Alright, we are back and we are going to be playing Pathfinder now. So I'm going to head back up there and we're going to introduce everyone's characters and do a recap and get going on this. So hope you guys enjoy it because I know we do. So
Channel switch.
alright guys, so you guys go ahead and introduce your characters and then I guess Faye, you can do the recap at the end.
Okay, my name is Gimli.
Gimli the Dwarf. And no, he's not from Middle Earth.
Following history of my dad's brother, he was an adventurer. Always wanted to be an adventurer. Dad didn't want me out there getting myself killed, so he always beat me with a stick and chased me home. But I got out.
Hey, what's up, Kobe?
I'm an adventurer today.
Welcome to the channel there, Kobe.
I am Wolf Swift, also just known as Wolf to my friends. I grew up in a small village, got magic powers at an early age, went to a magic school, excelled, and now I'm off adventuring, trying to bring fame and glory to my family and village.
I'm playing Blitzwise, a halfling cleric who's combining his sex need for
Whoa.
his religion's need to do good things with his
Oh, I thought you said
halfling,
sex need.
desire for adventure. He is
Sex as an
accompanied by a,
S-E-C-T-S,
very,
not sex as an
irate,
S-E-X. Got it.
a chinchilla called Nolan because of what he
Oh, my
screwed
beard
up
smells so good.
last week.
Ah, it smells like head and shoulders. God bless it.
I'll
It
be
smells
playing
good.
Malaville, the Elf Ranger. I am from Koyan, and I am searching for a goblin that killed my father.
Oh, you're going to find him pretty soon, that's for sure.
I'm playing Eamon Geb. I am from a wealthy family, but have a very secretive background.
And thanks a lot for taking over tonight for Eamon Boctago. Appreciate it. Alright, so who's got the recap? Is it you, Faye?
Yes, I'll be doing the recap tonight. Last week, our adventure started in Falcon's Hollow at the Sitting Duck Tavern. Gavel's Creed has offered 1,000 gold piece reward for the death or capture of a mysterious creature known as Black Fang. This name came from the fang that was found in one of the mutilated carcasses of the cattle, and the fang is now mounted and displayed in the Sitting Duck Tavern. Our party found out that the creature was
Good to have you, man.
using a cave.
We're playing
As
beginner
a
box set
lair, and,
rules for Pathfinder.
We found out the directions to the cave.
We're eventually
We're
eventually graduating
we
to
found a
full core rulebook
statue
one
of a warrior
rules.
next to a
So
wall of moss, and after examining the statue,
nothing
we were
major.
attacked
Inner
by
campaign
two
setting,
goblins that
core
came through
rule
the
book.
wall of moss.
Good time, a lot of fun.
After we quickly dispatched them, we entered to the wall and found a chamber with some straw mats and a chest. Our rogue tried to open the chest, and his lockpick broke, and our dwarf used a spiking hammer and broke open the chest,
He did.
also breaking a healing potion. We found a really nice dagger and some other loot. Then we went to another chamber, through a large door, and in that chamber was an ornate fountain. In the middle of the chamber, Gimli and myself decided to drink from the fountain, and it had different effects on each one of us. Eamon, after using his rogue stealth ability, went in and found a chamber in which there were 8 goblins, 7 that were arguing with each other, and 1 large goblin sitting on a throne of bones and feathers. We decided not to go into that chamber at this time, and went to another door. In that door we found a couple of statues, and as they entered, the statues spoke in unison, saying, "Humble yourself, and you shall live." Uh, One of our party members decided to walk across the floor and got a
Got
little
blasted.
bit burned by having some traps, pressure plates in the floor. We
And
used
they're
the
never going
bones.
to let it down.
Didn't we have a man down on that? We had a man down,
Yes.
didn't we? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think we did have a man down there.
Yes, Wolf.
Mage down. Sorry about that. To
Fortunately,
interrupt you
the
there, Faye.
cleric was there.
Anyway, we used the bones that we from
Man
the pile
down.
bones that was in one of the other rooms, and used them to determine which of the tiles were safe and which ones were traps. After finding this out, we were able to jump over one of the trap tiles and go through a door in which we encountered a large spider.
Don't
And
forget the chandelier.
Oh yes, I believe it was Wolf swung across the chandelier over to
No,
the
that was
statues.
the rogue.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
the rogue?
Eamon. Yeah.
Okay, it was Eamon that did that.
There was just one that just mysteriously spawned right on the ceiling.
And then we did go in and encounter the large spider. After battling and killing the spider, we found a goblin that had been dead for a while and found a really nice wooden wand on it and a few other loot items. And at that point in time, I guess it was a mage that was with us, decided to go back and report, and we went back outside to rest and wait for him to come back.
Yeah, very nice recap. Yeah, so you guys have had a pretty successful first night in Black Fang's dungeon, and you found a couple items. Now, to kind of backtrack a little bit, while you guys left Falcon's Hollow and were heading throughout the Vale to find Black Fang's lair, you guys had rumors and plus Thaldrin Creed, he actually gave you a map. Wasn't the best, but after several hours of traveling up into the hills, you actually found it. But on your way there, you actually you noticed that there were there were 5 children that kept following you. There were 3 boys and 2 girls, and these children were they were having fun with you, mocking you, fake sword fighting along the way, and just basically being pretend adventurers. But you guys shooed the children along, didn't think of anything of it really. So then you get into the lair and everything. You deal with the fountain, the fire room. I guess we could call it the fire room. And then you guys killed a spider. However, you did notice that when Amon Isis was in the room, he could actually hear the goblin speaking and mentioning something about Gibbs should have been back by now. And you guys, take into consideration, you found a dead goblin in the spider lair. So I do have a couple of questions for you first. Now, last week when Amon Isis swung on the mysterious chandelier that spawned in the fire room, he took the gem from the altar. Now, does Amon still have that gem, or who has that? Because I did not see it on any of the character sheets.
From what I remember, he kept it.
Okay. So,
yeah, Amon kept it.
Okay, so if you could write on there, on his character sheet, just an equipment, Boktago, could you just put gem on there? And you guys make sure that you take care of the sheets, because that's the most important part of playing the game is your character sheet. So, but I know he had a lot going on last week, so that's not a big deal. Now, secondly, I basically got everything covered. So, also the masterwork dagger. Who got that? I think it was it Amon as well,
I did.
or was it you?
No,
Okay. All right. Well, that is a +1/+1, and then you also have the wand of magic missiles as well. So you guys basically stayed in the spider lair, well, the spider room here, and that's where you guys basically ended the game, and that's where we're going to go ahead and pick up now. So I'm going to go ahead
We
and...
had kind of like an extended rest or something.
You did. Yep, you did.
You did. So I got all of my spell slots back and everything.
Correct. You got everything back, man.
Got it.
So this is where we're at. I pulled everybody over. You guys are in the spider room. You have the door boarded up, and also this corridor that's on the eastern side of the room, right here. That's been quiet as well. You haven't heard anything. What's up, Heavy? What's up, Amaki? Hey, what's up, Greg? Hey, what's up, Dead_9? Welcome, everyone to the channel. We're playing beginner box set.
Go ahead
Pathfinder
and search
tonight.
the rest of this room to see if there is anything back behind any of these spider webs that we might have missed in our haste last time.
Yeah, no problem. Give me a check. Now, one thing about guys, don't feel compelled that you have to rush. I mean, honestly, guys, we're in no hurry. So take as much time as you need, as long as it's not, a timed, sort of like a timed encounter. So, but you guys will be fine. Just take your time and don't rush it. That's all I'm saying.
Would that be a perception check?
That would be perception.
I'm going to do mine too. +2.
Gimli's voice is great. +2.
Now, Dave, the cobwebs to the north of us, are they all sticky, and if we try going near them, get stuck? Or as well as any cobwebs in there?
Yeah, definitely. If these things look, the spider wasn't affected. The spider moved through that, gracefully. But if you guys get tangled up in them, you guys would probably have to make some kind of strength check or anything like that, or something like that, to that nature.
21 for me.
Oh, natural 20. Jeez.
20 for me. 22.
So also make sure you guys have your hit points changed on your tokens and all that good stuff. So remember, when you guys level, because you guys did go to level 2, so all of your new feats are on your character sheets in card form. So make sure you change the variables on your tokens as well, like if your initiative changes or if your perception skill changes. Make sure you always update those few variables that you have on your sheet, because those are connected to my macros, and don't shortchange yourself. You know what I mean? Just take care of that every level. So, all right.
There we go. I got it to work.
All right. So, Malavel, Carl, you guys search this entire area, and you use a little bit of force to cut down the webs and everything, but the only thing that you actually found was what was on the goblin itself. And now that the goblin's been basically ripening up for what appears to be at least several days now. But Amon did hear that a goblin had gone missing, so that this possibly could be the goblin. And on this goblin, you guys did find that small wooden dragon toy, which is actually kind of cool. I mean, you can actually, you pull the tail up and down and the wings flap and the mouth comes open. I mean, it doesn't shoot fire or lightning or anything like that, but it's still a pretty cool toy nonetheless.
Wolf and Armand, fix your HP.
It is fixed. I'm down 2 HP because of the fire thing last week.
Oh, you're full hit points. Everybody's back up to full
Oh.
hit points. Everyone's got their spells back and all that good stuff. Now, one thing to take into consideration, guys, is you guys are going to, once we get out of this beginner box set and we go into more challenging adventures and everything together, you guys are going to need to basically tell me when you're going to rest to get your spells back and rememorize your spells. Get your skill, whatever you need to do. You guys will need to, tell me about that, because just don't expect that just because at the end of the game you guys are going to start the game again with full health, hit points, max health and all that stuff. So you guys need to plan that out as well. So not trying to put too much on you guys, because most of you guys are new players, so it's like the whole thing with introducing more rules, on a gradual basis, instead of a 600-page core rule book and say, here, know this in a week. So
So we cleared webs on the north side of the room, right?
yeah, you guys have basically burnt all of the webs, and everything is pretty much clear now. I'm not going to take the webs off the map, but yeah, you guys are basically free to move around in the room, and you have the chamber that's on the eastern side of the room that is heading north, and it looks to be a dark passage as well.
I'd like to pull out my bow and ask Wolf if he would cast light on my bow.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast on front of his bow.
Okay. Let me give you some light. Alright. You've got light. Anybody else want light? I think it's a 0 level spell anyway for you, isn't it, Wolf? Yeah. Alright. So you've got light, Wolf. I believe Gimli. You've got dark vision.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. I'll cast light on my mace.
Okay. There you go. You're the only one that I gotta add light to.
Since
Alright.
since it's a 0 level spell, I can cast that at any time.
Heck yeah. Gotta love those cantrips. Well, they're not called cantrips in Pathfinder. They have another name. Ominous or something like that?
No,
Well, for the cleric, they're called something else, I meant.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
What are those things called, David?
Do we lose them?
I think they're called Osirans. Sorry, my
That's
cursor
all right.
was on the wrong screens.
Right.
I'm using a dual window system.
Ooh.
Rogue, I see a door.
Up ahead, you see appears to be a dark cavern. And on the wall, you actually see some markings. So as you start to enter the room, Gim, standing in the middle of this cavernous corridor is a strange stone pillar that you can see. There are also many odd symbols and faintly glowing symbols that are running up and down this 10-foot tall obelisk that's standing in the middle of the room. On the eastern wall, it looks like someone used a magical glowing chalk to write on one of the rough stones on the wall, and it reads, in common, "The goblins fear the worm, and do not venture through the crypt to his lair. Its breath is death."
Uh-oh. I smell dragon.
For the column that has the runes on it, I want to try and read that.
Okay, well, how about all of the elves? All of the elves give me a... I want you guys to give me a check. So, go ahead and give me a... I would say go ahead and give me a knowledge history check. All of the elves in the party.
The goblins fear the worm, and what else?
And its breath is death. So all of the elves in the house, go ahead and give me a knowledge history skill check, please. So that would be Mal, also Amon, I believe Amon is a elf as well, or is no? Amon's a human, isn't he?
No, elf.
Is he elf? Okay.
Yeah, he's elf.
Okay.
Almond's an elf and Wolf's an elf.
No, I'm a human.
Alright, somebody's typing in chat. Hold on.
Batako.
Bach, can you hear us now?
No, he can hear us. He just can't talk for some reason.
Okay, Bach, give me a knowledge check, a knowledge history check, please. So, what, did his mic break or something?
I don't know.
Blixwise has not history knowledge.
Yeah, I'm asking the elves. Just
Okay.
the elves in the group. Is that you, Bach? Are you back?
He's,
yeah.
Alright.
he's a halfling.
Give me, all the elves, give me a knowledge history check, please. 1d20 plus your knowledge history skill. That's about halfway down.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Alright, if you don't have it, just give me a 1d20.
I did.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, so we have 2 elves in the party, right?
Yes.
Alright, you
Yes.
guys, nothing. It was just a roll, so you guys can continue.
Okay, I want to try and read the runes on the column.
Okay.
And I'm going to check area perception check, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
well, let's do Wolf first. So you guys need to go ahead and you guys are still in the spider room. So I don't know what you're going to be
Where
checking
is the
from the
column?
spider room. You guys got to move into the room to find it. That's why we have tokens. That's why we have this beautiful map, guys. Come on, get in there.
Somebody should check for traps before we start going willy-nilly in there.
Well, I'm doing the perception rule, like what we had talked about last week. So, if the rogue gets close to anything that he can detect, and if he makes the perception roll, I will alert him, and then he in turn can alert the party.
Would that do the same with the dwarf, since this is dwarven architecture?
Nope. He could find
Okay,
out about the
rogue up
architecture with like a dungeoneering or something, but
Okay.
Okay, rogue up front.
wow, listen, a helicopter. I live like a stone throw from NASA, so you hear all kinds of weird stuff. Alright, so you don't detect any traps or anything like that, Eamon. So, Wolf, what are you doing? You're going into the room to look at the obelisk?
Yeah, where is the obelisk?
Right in the middle of the chamber there, right in the middle of the hallway.
There?
That's it. Mm-hmm. All right, so you said you're looking at the symbols and whatnot, right?
Yeah, trying to read them.
Okay, you can go ahead and give me a an arcane check, please. A arcana skill check. I
Knowledge
think it's
arcane?
knowledge. Yeah, knowledge arcane. Yep.
Oh, that was a fail.
Well, you guys have got shitty rolls going tonight.
RNG is broken. What can I say?
The only thing that,
Dice are cold. Dice are cold.
as you're looking at the, as you're looking at the pillar, all of the symbols, they're all in more than one place, and you can tell that there's one distinct symbol on each side of the actual obelisk, which is basically, it's the only symbol that's in more than one place.
Okay. And what do I see up ahead? I see like a small campfire.
You see what appears to be a larger cavern, and you can't see too well into it, but it looks like there may be some water.
Okay.
So what do you guys do? Are you guys just going to leave this obelisk alone, or what? So Wolf's gone. What is everybody else doing? Everybody gets to do one thing.
I'll check this obelisk out.
All right. Same thing. You see a bunch of runes that it's about 10 foot tall. You notice there's one symbol that stands out that's on all four sides, and it is the only symbol that is the same thing on all four sides.
Do I recognize the symbol?
No, you don't. Not with a 5.
Mind if I let Blixwise take a crack at it?
Anybody can do any kind of check, guys. You guys are more than welcome to do anything. Hey.
Oh, looks like I took 10.
I like that. It's a nice roll, Dave. Well, same thing. You see symbols that run all the way up the length from the top to the bottom to the floor that has all these mystical symbols and runes and everything else. However, you can tell that maybe these 4 symbols that are distinctly identified on each side of the obelisk possibly have something to do with water. Because as you look about 20 feet ahead, you can see a small pool of water. Actually, it's not a small pool, but it's a pretty large area of water.
Warning, flash zone ahead. Flash
Yeah.
zone ahead.
Probably. I let the party know about it.
So you think that these symbols could possibly have something to do with the water, and it could possibly do something for you or maybe the group. But you think this may be some kind of puzzle or some kind of ritual that you have to perform, or you can just ignore it.
I'm going to touch one of them.
Ooh, I like that, Gim. It actually, as you touch it, it kind of has a little blue glow to it, and it just kind of comes through the stone obelisk. All right, so everybody's going. Let's see. Amen, Malavel, what are you guys doing?
I back away, give people room, and I notice a door.
Mal, Eamon, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna go ahead and do a check to see if I may have run across this rune and the writing at some point in time.
Okay. Sorry if you guys can hear my fan running in the background. I got my windows open today. Yeah, just you just see Gim standing there with his finger on one of the runes, and it's lighting up nice and pretty and blue. And there's 3 other symbols, the exact same symbol on all 4 sides of the actual obelisk itself.
Does anything happen to the water?
No,
East. Okay.
nothing at all.
Everybody touch one at the same time.